Elyse pushed open the door to the Pegasus Club and began looking for Zack. When she finally saw him, Elyse froze. Zack was splayed out on the seat of a booth, with Delaney cradled at his side, feeding him soup. Elyse cleared her throat. "Excuse me?"
Elyse, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out with everyone from your antique store?
Theo called and said you needed my help, but that was clearly a mistake.
No, Elyse, you're definitely needed. Come sit with us.
I don't know, Theo. They look happy to me. I should probably just go.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? You need to get him home and keep Delaney away from him.
I can see why you wouldn't want to be associated with this behavior, but Zack's divorcing me. What he does isn't my problem anymore. Elyse, we were just eating dinner and singing some karaoke. Everything is fine. See, Theo says they're fine. But karaoke? Here? Elyse, you are such a stick in the mud. You don't know how to have fun. Zack placed a warning hand on Delaney's shoulder.
Delaney, stop. I'm sorry Theo brought you into this and that I didn't come out for drinks with you. I don't know what came over me.
Delaney glared. As she stepped out of the booth, Delaney saw a plate at the end of the table that had a chip. Delaney brushed her finger against the chip until it started to lightly bleed. Zack, I'm bleeding. It's horrible.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Do you want me to try and find a Band-Aid?
No, the pain is too bad. I think I might need to go to the hospital.
I'm gonna take Delaney to the hospital. Can you two take care of everything?
Without waiting for a response, Zack led Delaney to the door and left the bar. Theo and Elyse stared at the door.
You're a good woman, Elyse.
Thanks, Theo.
Let me at least give you a ride home, Elyse.
Elyse nodded in acceptance. Where's your driver?
I like driving myself sometimes.
Elyse slid into the passenger seat and put on her seatbelt. You keep telling me I'm good, Theo, but I'm starting to wonder if it's a compliment.
I mean it as a compliment, but men like my brother can think someone is too good. Zack likes to save people. If you're too smart, too put together, it feels like he has nothing to do.
Are you saying I should dumb myself down and hide my intelligence so Zack will want to be with me again?
No, absolutely not.
Then what do you mean?
Zack needs someone like you. Someone who's stable, intelligent, who makes good decisions. If you want to get him back, you might have to play a different game than you're used to.
You're probably right. But I don't know who I'll become if I do that. Elise's phone vibrated. She checked to see what it was and saw that she had another text. Theo, it looks like my work friends are still out and have gone to another bar. I think I want to go meet them. Theo brought Elyse to the bar and squeezed her hand before she left the car.
I really do think of you as a sister, Elyse. Don't let Zack scare you off. And don't be a stranger.
Henry emerged from the bar.
Elyse! Glad you could come back. Is your friend okay?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. Henry looked towards Theo's Cadillac.
Was that your friend?
Elyse debated how she wanted to answer. She hadn't told Henry much about her time with Zack. Theo? He's family. He just gave me a ride.
Thought you were an only child. Is he a cousin or something?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
You okay? You seem upset.
I'm fine. I just have a lot on my mind.
All right then.
Elyse and Henry entered the bar. Elyse approached the bartender and ordered a sex on the beach.
That's a bold move. What happened to your usual glass of wine?
Someone told me recently that I'm not fun and I'm stuck in my ways. Maybe it's time for a few changes. Elyse and Henry wandered away from the bar and found a sequestered table away from the rest of their colleagues. Elyse felt a pleasant buzz. Do you have a girlfriend, Henry?
No, why?
I just wondered. Sometimes I don't know what men want at all. If you did have a girlfriend, what would she be like?
Well, I'd want someone beautiful and gentle, confident but not overly proud, someone who's interesting without having to try too hard, someone like you.
You really think I'm interesting?
Absolutely.
The bartender interrupted them.
It's last call. Either of you want another drink before we close?
Elyse shook her head and turned to Henry. Wow, I can't believe it got so late.
Let me take you home.
Elyse nodded, and Henry hailed a taxi. The driver sped down the highway, made the exit, and arrived in front of Elyse's home in Brighton Beach. Thank you for tonight. I had a really great time. Henry wrapped an arm around Elyse's shoulders in a one-armed hug.
So did I. We should meet up again. Maybe just us next time?
I'd like that. Elyse turned the key to her door and froze. There was a man standing angrily in her doorway, who then moved to let them in. Zack. Elyse frantically fished for something to say when Henry stepped past her into the apartment.
Elyse, is this another cousin? Looks like the man from earlier.
Elyse hesitated, trying to figure out what to say. Zack looked enraged at being mistaken for a cousin. Henry stepped innocently forward with an open expression.
It's great to meet one of Elyse's cousins. I'm Henry.
Elyse bit her lip and waited for Zack's reaction. She wasn't sure how this was going to play out, but she knew she was in for a long, difficult night.
Hi, I'm Elyse. Want to know my story? Then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of After the Divorce. Now,